guys, Jay here, and if you stumbled upon this video, it means you want to know just what Sailor Moon the Super Live is. Well, don't you worry, this video will give you all the info you need to know before either purchasing your ticket, going to the show, or just wanting to know more information on the show itself. This video may be a bit long, so check the descriptions for timestamps if you're looking for something in particular. Without further ado, let's get into it. The Sailor Moon musicals, also known as Seiramyu, have been going on since 1993. The shows have gone through multiple story arcs, both retold from the anime and manga, and original. Multiple casts, 2 different production companies, and much more. The history of the Sailor Moon musicals, while niche, was legendary. So much so, the musicals even made their way into the animated adaptations. La Soldier, known for its role in the 2nd season of the anime, was actually a song straight from the Sailor Moon musicals, sung by the cast themselves. The version of Moonlight Densetsu, used in seasons S and Supers, were also sung by the original Inner Senshi. The version of Rashiku Ikimashou that was used in Sailor Moon Eternal was sung by the original Sailor Moon actress Anza. And even in PGSM, the role of Naru was played by Chieko Kawabe, an actress that originated from the Sailor Moon musicals as Sailor Mercury. However, the beginning of a new legend was on the horizon. Enter 2018. Sailor Moon the Super Live was announced in January 2018 alongside the Nokizaka 46 musical collaboration and the new mainline musical that would eventually become Kaguya Hime no Koibito in 2021, after many delays. The show was announced for Tokyo preview performances in August to September of that year, and Paris performances in November. Months later, on October 31st, 2018, the Super Live began its preview performances at the Aya 2.5 Theater in Tokyo. The show rotated casts of 3 teams, with the supporting cast being the same throughout. The Super Live was a stage show unlike anything prior in Sailor Moon history. Unlike previous musicals, the Super Live was designed for an international audience. As such, dialogue was cut nearly entirely, save for a few phrases here and there, and the way the story was told was through dance, body language, and facial expressions. The show ran for 80 minutes, 60 being the main show itself and 20 at the end for a special concert. International fans were eager to see the new show, as all we were getting were cast photos from the official Sailor Moon Twitter. For context, previous shows had always been recorded, and starting in 2013 with La Reconquista, the final day performances, also known as Senshuraku in Japanese, would be live streamed as well to audiences that couldn't make it to the theater, with the Super Live being preview performances that never happened. However, the show went on. On August 3rd to 4th, the Super Live had full performances at the
Palais des Congrès de Paris.
Team Heart from the Tokyo preview was now renamed Team Paris, and that was the cast who performed. Fans thought surely with an event as big as this, and with this performance being out of Japan, there would be some sort of live stream or recording for a DVD Blu-ray release. But nothing. Back in October, it was announced that the Super Live was invited to perform at the National Cherry Blossom Festival in the United States. When the cast was revealed, instead of a previous team being renamed, a new team was formed with members from Team Diamond and Team Music Note, being named Team America. On March 23rd, 2019, the world got to see for the first time a live stream performance of Sailor Moon the Super Live. Or so we thought. Instead, what we got was a shortened performance of the concert portion of the show, cutting out songs danced to medley by the ensemble and Tokoyami no Dark Kingdom by Queen Beryl and Kunzite. Not only that, but the audio mixing in the live stream was honestly abysmal. The camera work was mediocre and unprepared, and overall did not give the best impression of the Super Live. That being said, fans still enjoyed the performance, and finally got a taste of what the Super Live was actually like. Team America performed in Washington, D.C. on March 24th at the Warner Theater, and in New York on March 29th to 30th at the PlayStation Theater. With sold-out shows, people really thought we'd see even more of the Super Live. While we still hadn't gotten a live stream of the full performance, nor a home DVD release, things were looking up for the Super Live. However, with a certain sickness on the horizon, the trajectory of the Super Live and life as we know it would be forced to a screeching halt. News went radio silent for the Super Live for quite some time. After the United States performances, along with the instrumental digital album released in 2019, along with some of the cast moving on to Shining Moon Tokyo, the Sailor Moon dinner show that was open from 2019 to 2020, not much else was heard about the Super Live at all. The mainline Sailor Moon musicals returned in 2021 with Kaguya Hime no Koibito. At this point, fans were assuming the Super Live was scrapped and it would just be another musical that would be lost to time. So imagine everyone's shock when it was announced on April 7th, 2022, that Sailor Moon the Super Live was invited to be afloat at the Japan Parade in New York City. Was this really the return of the Super Live? Was this just a one-off? Who would be the cast after nearly 4 years of hiatus? When the cast was announced, fans were really excited. Finally, the remaining cast that hadn't performed overseas from the Japan previews back in 2018 were finally making their international debut. After a successful parade run and performance, lip-syncing to Team Heart's recording of Moonlight Densetsu? Don't think I didn't notice, Nelka. It was decided that Sailor Moon the Super Live would finally make a comeback, this time in Taipei, Taiwan, with the same cast, minus Umino Kawamura of Team Diamond being replaced by Kokona of Team Heart, Paris, and Makoto Aikawa being replaced by Judy Hirayu, returning from her role as Sailor Lead Crow in 2017's Le Mouvement Finale. The show opened at Dr. Sun Yat-sun Memorial Hall on April 7, 2023. And played until the 9th. After performances concluded, fans were left wondering if this was the end of the Super Live. All of the cast at this point had performed in some capacity overseas. With the fate of the Sailor Moon musicals in limbo after Musical Festival Chronicle, fans had no idea what to expect. And when the Nogizaka 46 musical in 2024 was announced, fans were even more confused, but happy that the musicals weren't dead yet. But after those, then what? Would the license be frozen again like in 2005? Would Nelka planning stop the musicals? Would they refresh and start all over again like in 2013? Well, we'd get somewhat of an answer on November 29th, 2024. On November 29th, 2024, it was announced that Sailor Moon the Super Live would be coming to London, England in 2025. But this wasn't the same recycled show that it had been before. It was announced that the show was being rewritten by Kaori Miura. The choreography switched hands from Takahiro to Satomi Toma, and music switched from Hyadane to Go Sakabe and Kyohei. The cast was a mix of old and new. Sailor Moon, Yui Yokoyama, Sailor Mercury, Yui Oikawa, Sailor Jupiter, Rita Chibana, and Queen Beryl, Mayutsu Yuzume, being newcomers to the Sailor Moon musicals. Sailor Mars, Marisa Yasukawa, played Human Luna and Luna Shadow in the 2021 and 2022 musicals. Sailor Venus, Yu Nakanishi, began her Venus journey in the original Super Live run, as well as playing Sailor Venus in the Sailor Moon dinner show Shining Moon Tokyo. Tuxedo Mask, Sufa, also is returning from Shining Moon Tokyo. Fans wondered just how much the show would change, with seemingly all of the cast and staff being different. Even more questions arose when fans noticed that Kunzite had been entirely cut from the show. However, before London performances even started, it was announced that Sailor Moon the Super Live would be coming back to North America with an entire North American tour, which currently spans over 20 cities in the United States. With the production beginning towards the end of the London performances, it was announced that a second team would be performing stateside, and it would be none other than the Inner Guardians from the 2021 and 2022 mainline musicals, along with Ryona Tatemichi returning as Tuxedo Mask from the original Super Live run, and Sayaka Okamura, who originally played Princess no Kaguya in the 2021 and 2022 musicals, being cast as Queen Beryl. The stage was setting to be quite a magical performance, but we had no idea what was in store. Sailor Moon the Super Live opened the curtain in London on February 4th, 2025. It is currently ongoing until March 19th, 2025. The venues are here at Alternet and Coco. Check out Danny Chewy's video on how to get to the venues if you're planning on going. The curtains open in the North American tour on March 12th, 2025 in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Here's some tips so you can have the best experience. Buy your tickets. This seems easy enough. The last thing you want is to have a counterfeit ticket. Make sure you go to the appropriate website for your country, which will be linked below. Get an aisle seat. During the curtain call, if you're on the floor level of your venue, the cast will come out and say hi to the audience. If you want to have the best chance of getting noticed, buy an aisle seat. If you're a big Moonie, buy the VIP package. If you're a huge Sailor Moon fan, the VIP package is definitely for you. With your close-up seat, you also get an exclusive piece of merch, collectible ticket in London, lanyard in North America, an exclusive poster, and a high-five event with the cast after the show. Giving a high-five to the Inner Senshi is definitely a wonderful ending to a fantastic show. Have knowledge of the first arc of the manga. The show loosely covers the first act of the manga. You can either read that arc, watch season 1 of Sailor Moon Crystal, Or if you have the time, watch the first season of the 90s anime. If you don't have time to read, don't fear. While the show is performed in Japanese, there will be English subtitles to read. Get that camera ready. Filming is only allowed during the curtain call, so make sure those phones are charged. There's no guarantee this musical will be filmed and released like the previous ones, so don't miss this opportunity to preserve your memories. Show length. The show is 95 minutes with no intermission. If you plan to see the show, keep this in mind. If you plan to get food or drink, I'd recommend doing it after the show, as if you need a bathroom break, you're definitely gonna miss something. Buy the merch. The merch at the shows is extremely limited and will not be for purchase elsewhere. Excess stock may possibly be for sale at the Sailor Moon store at a later date, but don't count on this. Some venues don't accept cards, so I suggest checking with your local theater for sure prior to your visit. Post on social media. Apparently, sales have not been high at the London shows. Share your experiences online and share with your friends. If you want more events like this and possibly a DVD Blu-ray release or a live stream, show Nelka you're willing to support. Don't forget, if you're posting on social media, use the hashtag Sailor Moon the Super Live. Watch the 2021 and 2022 musicals. For optimum viewing experience, watch 2021's Kaguya Hime no Koibito and 2022's Musical Festival Chronicle. Not a necessary step, you will enjoy the show regardless, but without spoiling anything, you'll definitely have more fun if you see these musicals before watching the Super Live, especially if you're going to be at the North American tour. Have fun! The cast and crew are putting together a wonderful and magical show for us, so sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. We really want the cast, crew, and production team to see just how much we appreciate this opportunity and want them to continue further. Well, I think that's about all I have to share with you. If you've been to see the Super Live in any capacity since 2018, what did you think of the show? Let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe for more. Did you enjoy this video essay style video? If you want more videos like this, please let me know. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you enjoy your time at Sailor Moon the Super Live.